avoid the crowds. We don't want to see the crowds. Fort Sumter tour coming up. That looks like that's the boat. And it's going to be nice because it's way out that way. I'll have to zoom in when I get back. Windy day. There's the South Carolina Aquarium. There's a video on that I done. Check it out. Like and subscribe. Plenty of fish bait around them pilings, so. South Carolina Aquarium's got their own boat. Wow, I didn't know that. That's cool. Alright. There's the Ravenel Bridge. One of the ports we have out here. USS Yorktown, way over there. Just did a video last weekend on that. What time is it? Got me on there 2 o'clock. Rudy, you ready to go on the boat? Rudy, come here. Are you ready to go on a boat? We haven't been on this one before. Just been on the sailboat down there, which I'll go again. Come on. Right now I'm just avoiding the crowds in the group up here. There's no place to sit. But I guess we'll head up that way and sit. I've got to use my phone today, guys, because I forgot my camera. Got my batteries, but I forgot my camera. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Fort Sumter is accessible by ferry boat. Boats depart at scheduled times from 2 sites. The primary departure point is the Fort Sumter Visitor Center, 340 Concord Street, Charleston. Boats also depart from Patriots Point, 40 Patriots Point Boulevard, Mount Pleasant. There is a fee for the concession-operated ferry. Fort Moultrie is accessible by car at 121 Fort Middle Street, Sullivan's Island. A park entrance fee is charged for the park.
Might get rained out. Come here. Come on. Sit.
Enjoy a ferry ride to the grounds of Fort
Dolphins
Sumter
out here.
and explore the grounds at your own pace.
Maybe.
Pass by the Arthur Ravenel Jr. Bridge and take in the sights of Charleston stately, Rainbow Row, and Battery Homes. As you approach Fort Sumter, graceful sailboats and playful dolphins add to the photogenic scene.
I'm low on
If you
battery. I
depart
forgot my
from
camera.
MT,
I brought the
Pleasant
batteries
you
for
will
the
enjoy views of the USS
cameras, but I forgot
Yorktown
the cameras.
aircraft carrier from up close.
Anyways, we're using the
While
phone today.
tours embarking from downtown will see Aquarium Wharf as they depart and return. Arrive at the Fort Sumter and Fort Moultrie National Historical Park, which sits prominently at the mouth of the Charleston Harbor. A strategic location, it was crucial to its defense. While here, explore the grounds of Fort Sumter. Stand on the grounds where America's deadliest war began at Fort Sumter and Fort Moultrie National Historical Park. The first shots were fired here, igniting a conflict that saw more than 700,000 casualties. Experience the opening battle of the American Civil War and explore its origins with a National Park Ranger. Your approximate 1-hour visit to Fort Sumter allows ample time to explore well-preserved fort ruins and browse museum store souvenirs. A visit to Fort Sumter and Fort Moultrie National Historical Park provides a window into the life and trials of America's heroes, from the Civil War to today's modern conflicts.
Emergency exit only.
It's gonna rain later. I don't know about on the trip back, but it's gonna rain later. All these people's gonna be down underneath in the shelter. You watch. I've been here 10 years. I haven't been out here yet, mainly because you have to take their boat out to come out here. You can't bring your own boat, which makes sense, but not as big as I thought it would be from here, unless I can't see it. I've done fishing out here, not this far out. It's like tide's going in. Because of the wind, they're going to dock on the left side. It costs you like just roughly $40 a person. So there's 3 levels on this boat. This is the upper level, I believe. Yes.
Also, there's essentially 3 classes.
Why did you let me forget my camera, guys? Come on. Oops. It is windy. It's like they've heard a couple times.
Please don't step over any safety barriers. They are there for your protection. Please don't smoke inside the fort. This is a no smoking facility, both paper and paper. You might have heard already, but there are no trash containers and no restrooms inside the fort. So if you have to use the restroom or throw anything away before you get off the boat here on this boat. You will always have access to the boat. You can always walk back in the middle of the boat. After you get inside the fort, you will eventually be receiving a history talk and flag lowering program from Ranger Christopher. That is going to be in the middle of your time here today. So there's going to be a lot of you to get off the boat. We are going to be doing that at 3 o'clock, midway through your tour.
We are leaving the boat. Right there, see? It's windy. And it ain't 77 degrees. That was the wind out on the water. And I do that there. We'll see. Can't hear me, but it's just too windy. And we got the Rudy. Got the Rudy Duty. I'll look back in a minute, guys. And hip, hip, heel, heel, heel. There's the boat, guys. There's the boat. Plane in the air, too. Yep.
Yeah. I don't really have any else. We didn't have any shit in there. The one else has it here. Well, I'll give that. I'll give the like. Flag and
This is gonna be crowded. Very old birds, Rudy. Yep. Nope. Wait. Yep. Come on. Here. What you think? Looky here. Doggy pets. Back up, man. Back up. Oh.
This is where they stored it.
What's that? What you think, bud? What you think? Mm. This is kind of cool. These bricks are old. Ah, Rudy, please don't go about it right now. Look in there. Look in there. Look in there. What's it? What you think? Here. Here. Go. Up. Come on. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on. Almost. Yep. Yep. Come here. Come on. Yep. Don't be easy. Don't be easy. I'll try to zoom in on some of the stuff later. We're gonna get way down.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I thought they were gonna be way down. Very down. Well, just that. Don't stay on this side. Stay. Sit. 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 Sit.
Is he part Terrier, part Lab?
Part Shar-Pei and part Lab.
Part Sharpay?
Yeah, the only wrinkles he's got's up here around the neck.
Yeah.
Left over from Shar-Pei. He never really had Shar-Pei. I mean, wrinkles when he was pup, though.
Yeah.
Come on, bud. Yep. 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 Come on. Yep.
All right, friends. All right, here's the thing. I'm going to start 2 minutes early, and I'll tell you why. One of the key things of being a park ranger and working for the federal government in general is being adaptable. And if you all turn around, you may notice that Charleston is disappearing into dreams. I had a nice 10-minute history talk where I told you everything that's happening out here for the eliminating the most power. And then we talked about lowering the flag. Ignore all that and take
Stop.
Okay,
Nope. Come here.
Hello. All right, we're gonna take up that big space right there. Speaker. All right, friends. For anyone that's in the museum, we're gonna do a flag pulling program inside the museum because it's raining outside the museum. You are not required to be a part of this. You spend your time the way that you want. I am not your dad. So, if you would like to help fold and roll a 33-star U.S. flag inside a federal fortification, today's your day. Come on around. All right, so I need you to grab this. And what I'm going to do is go backwards, and I just need anyone who wants to help to grab.
Say hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So sorry.
How are you? Mandy?
Right there.
Hey, Booty. How you doing, sir? That's good boys. That's a good boys. Who loves you, huh? Who loves you?
All right, friends, you're doing excellent work. I'm pausing just to flag. This is what's flying over the fort during the opening shots of the Civil War. What does a star represent? Yell out. A state. So if there's 33 stars, how many states were there? 33 is what I want you to say because I'm mean and tricksy. There were 34 states. So poor Kansas is added as a state in January of 1861, but they don't have their star on the flag yet. And that's because there's only one day out of the entire year when a star can be added to a U.S. flag. It's the most patriotic day of the year. What day is that? 4th of July. So the Civil War starts in April. Kansas was added in January, but they're not represented on this flag. So there's your Jeopardy trivia about flag information. So 33-star flag. This is the smaller flag called the Storm flag. There's a larger one called the Garrison flag. If you made it into the Fort Sumter Visitor Center, we have a replica of that hanging up on the wall. It takes up the full 2-story wall. We can fly it out here, and we do, but we have really specific requirements about the wind and the weather because it's your taxpayer dollars that pay for this, and we don't want to ruin it and then have to spend money to replace it when we could have just not ruined it in the first place. So that's why we're flying the smaller flag today, which is great, because if you can imagine trying to fold a flag 3.5 times bigger than this in this space, it's not ideal. So, 33-star U.S. flag. We don't decommission our old flags as we add states and stars. So we treat this one the same way we do a 50-star. We add stars, we don't do anything about the old flags. So this one goes up quickly at the start of the day, comes down slowly at the end of the day. If we're at half staff, the flag goes all the way to the top, comes back down, end of the day, all the way to the top, comes all the way down. Now, what shape are we used to seeing a flag folded into? Triangle. Triangle. And if I asked all of you why we do that, I would get very different answers and probably a bunch of I don't knows. We don't know either. If you Google it, you'll get several different answers. Most people will say it's because it makes it fit into a tricorn hat, and it's a callback to the Revolutionary War. Other people will say it's because it covers everything in the blue field really nicely. Other people will tell you it's because they fit really nicely into those triangle-shaped boxes that they sell. We start doing it around World War II, but there's no documented case that we have found yet as to why we do the triangle fold. It is tradition, and tradition is very powerful. I have read the flag code, so you don't have to, because it is as boring as it sounds. The flag code says nothing about folding a flag. You go home and you take a 50-star flag down, you can fold it any way that you want. Now, it feels a little heretical. Someone will try to fight you over the tradition of the triangle, but there's no rule or law about what to do with it. Now, because this is a historic style flag, we're going to do a historic style of storing it. They would do one of two things. Either they would lower it down, crumple it up, throw it in a box, and then take it out the next day. Could we do that? Yeah. Does that trend well on social media? No. No, it does not. So we will not be crumpling this today. We're going to do the other historic method, which is rolling. So it's going to feel very familiar at the start. My friends on the bottom red stripe, you're going to bring it up and over to the people at the top, and we'll grab the new bottom edge. So go ahead and do that. What do we have to do if the flag touches the ground? Burn it. Burn it is what we've all been taught, and we're all wrong. So what the flag code says is that if you can't honorably fly a flag anymore because it is torn, tattered, or stained, you need to retire it, preferably by burning. However, if it touches the ground, nothing happens. It's actually okay. It's fine. Nobody has to panic. If you guys were to have dropped it in the dirt, I would take it home and put it in my washing machine and bring it back tomorrow. It's not a huge deal. What we're going to do next is what we just did. Bring this bottom edge up and over to the people at the top and grab the new bottom edge. Very good. All right. My friend all the way at the bottom, you're going to need someone's help because you've got the most important and physically demanding job. You're going to grab this bottom edge just like this, and you're going to squeeze it tight and start rolling. And this is a two-person job, so if someone wants to jump in and help, there you go. I like calling for volunteers. Voluntold. All right. So you guys are going to roll that nice and tight this direction, and I know what you're all quietly thinking. You're concerned that it got rained on, and we're rolling it up. The good news is we're going to put it right back up tomorrow morning, and it's going to be fine. So you don't have to panic about it. You guys are doing excellent. At the end of the Civil War, we have a 35-star flag because we have added states. Kansas is finally represented. And then there's another state. Does anyone know what the 35th state is? Not into the flag. And by the end of the Civil War, once again, we're messing with you because there were 36 states, but only a 35-star flag. And that's because Nevada got added as a state, but doesn't have their star on the flag yet. So what would have normally been a history talk and then a flag program up top has turned into just a flag program inside. But if you have questions, Ranger Walt and I are going to be walking around. And we are public servants. We're here for you. So please feel free to stop us and ask us questions. We are extroverts, which means we're going to talk to you whether you stop us or not. Thanks for coming out and helping us. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I told you it was gonna rain. It's just sprinkling right now. Earlier it wouldn't. It is sprinkling right now. That's it. What you think, buddy? You need some water? Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta get him some water. Come here. Don't move. Yeah, part land, part Sharpay.
Oh, cool. It's beautiful.
Come on. Thank you. Come on.
Handsome boy, Rudy. How old is he?
A little over 6.
Aw.
But wait a minute. No, hold on a minute. All the trees. All right, come on. Are you happy?
Thank you for watching, and you that have been supporting my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as we did.
Let's go down here.
Please like and subscribe.
Watch your toes. Good boy.